Hello and welcome back to Ian's Allotment Diary. I'm going to do some sowing today. So you found me in the greenhouse. I've got some multi-purpose compost here and I'm just going to sieve it. Always sieve your compost because what you find is some of the seeds I'm going to sow today are really small. I'm going to sow some Prizetaker leeks. When you see the seeds are very small, very black, and if you've got any twigs or stones or big lumps in your compost, it's really going to impede their ability to push through and to germinate effectively. So what I do is just multi-purpose standard compost, sieve it, and as you can see there's all bits of twigs, little bits of stones, so I tend to pick the stones out and then the rest of that I just throw on one of the beds outside because there'll still be some nutrients in that. It's just that it's too big to use for when you're sowing the seeds, so I'll throw that out onto the bed. Okay, what also helps, as you can see here now, that compost is nice and light and fluffy. What I tend to use also, depending on what I'm sowing, will be some perlite, which is like a volcanic rock, looks like polystyrene, and it is it's great for aeration and drainage when you're sowing seeds, to stop your soil getting too claggy and wet, because that's the big killer of seeds. You know, your seeds are going to stand a good chance of failing if they're just sat in compost that's too wet. This, what I'm using today, is vermiculite, and this is good for retaining moisture, so you're not having to water too much, but it also allows the roots to spread throughout the compost. And it's so light, I mean you can barely feel it, so light, it doesn't impede on the seeds when they're trying to push through. So there we have it. There's my compost ready, and as I say, I'm gonna sow some leeks. I've already sown some leeks last week. They're over here. These are leek musselberry. So it'll be the same sort of setup, same sort of preparation for the Prizetakers. I grew musselberry and Prizetaker last year, and I was really happy with the Prizetaker. Some substantial size leeks, fantastic eating, really flavoursome. And the musselberries are pretty much a standard leek, a lot of people use it. So I'm going to grow both of them this year and then see how they go and compare them later on in the year. So really simple to sow these. I'll just put that vermiculite away. Thanks for tuning in, by the way, again. I've had some nice comments and some nice feedback on my first video, and by the time I get this one ready, another video should have gone out for the plot tour, show you what I've got. So if you like this video or any of the others, I'd be absolutely over the moon if you could subscribe or hit the like button. That would be fantastic. So there we go. It's a standard pot, because these leeks are sown now in here, and when they get to about pencil size, I'll be looking to transplant them into their bed on the allotment. But for now, we'll start them off in here, give them a head start on the season. So, drop the compost, a bit of vermiculite in there. I just damp that down a bit. Now this compost has it's already got a little bit of moisture in it. But sometimes what I tend to do is just damp down the top where the seeds are going to lie, just so that they make good contact with the compost and don't blow around, move around as I move the pot. Of course, once the seeds are in and I've got the top layer of compost on, I'll give them a really good water, which will do them for a good while. So there we go. So like I said, Leek Prizetaker. So these are last year's seeds, but the best before date is still 2024, so they should still be more than viable. And once I do, I open up the packet, and you don't have to be too careful with these, but I'll just show you very quickly how small these are, how difficult to see they can be. Now I'm hoping you can see them. Really small. So these can just be sprinkled on the top, like so. I would imagine I'm probably going to use all of these seeds. So just give them a light sprinkle right the way across. So now they're all on. It's just a matter then of getting your sieved compost. You should put a light, maybe half a centimetre of compost on top of the seed. Tap it down. I hope I wasn't wobbling the camera then. Tap that down on top of there. And then a matter of just give these a quick water, which I'll do now. Oh, before I do that, actually, very important job, label up what you've sown, because once it goes in the pot, if you're anything like me, unless it's got a label, you're not going to remember what you've put in there. So you just put in leek, Prizetaker. I'm guessing by the name these have been a successful variety of leek, with them being a Prizetaker. So there we go, label goes in. It's a permanent marker, water won't wash it off when I water them. So I'll go and water this now, and then I'll come back in and join you in a second. So there we have it, Leek Prizetaker, all watered, sown, ready for the next growing season. Now I just want to have a quick mention. I've got a good friend of mine who's got a son who's just starting on his growing journey. So he's got himself a small propagator, and he's sown some herbs and tomatoes. So I said I'd give him a quick mention in my next video. So well done, Ryan, keep up the good work, and let me know how your tomatoes and your herbs come on, and hopefully we'll have another little allotment here on the go very soon. Okay, if you like the video, please press the subscribe button or the like button, and I'll get some more videos out as soon as I can, and hope to see you again. Bye for now.